Does your client schedules for only 1 or 2 sessions and then never calls you back? Are you struggling to keep your client satisfied? On average, 70 to 80% full-time or part-time tutors find themselves in a tough situation during their introductory session, which is whether to be brief and precise on a concept or to be as elaborate as possible. And the second problem is the pricing for each session. In this video, I'd like to discuss about some tips which can help you to keep your clients for a longer period of time and increase your hourly rate. First is the impression. Unfortunately, in this profession, first impression is everything. So, how to dazzle your client in the first impression? Preparation is the key. Just like an exam or an interview meeting, you need preparation. So, when you contact your client, make sure to ask them what kind of topics are they currently doing, because in most cases, the client always chooses the topics they're currently working on. Make sure you review those concepts thoroughly before your scheduled meeting. Make some notes and have some worksheets with answer key. Second is the appearance. Appearance matters. Well, I'm not talking about looks, so don't worry about that. What you need is not to look too formal, because students who want to learn are mostly young people. And if it is high school students, then connecting with them with a formal look becomes difficult. So, tone down your formal looks a bit. Third is communication. Introduce yourself as a fellow student or an individual who likes to learn and likes teaching. Talk about what you like to do, for example, reading books, playing video games, or watching movies. Try to break the ice by asking your student what they like besides studying. Try to have a small conversation with them about an off-topic so that you can acquire some information which you will be able to use as an example for your explanation. Listen to your student, which is very important. Try to figure out where they are struggling at. Let them know that you are there to help them, and they can ask the most simple question and obvious questions, like the difference between x plus x or x times x. And finally, tell your student about your strategy of how you teach and how it is unique from other tutors. Remind them not to study hard but to study smart. For example, for mathematics, tell your student to learn the concept by challenging thyself and not by practicing all day long, because it is madness. Rather, practice for an hour or just 30 minutes a day with maximum effort, and to make sure to be consistent, which is the key. Also, throughout the session, keep your student engaged by talking about the topics in their interest which you acquired during the introduction phase. Try to make your session with your student interesting. And last but not the least, make the session about the student or client, how they can help themselves in order to improve and solve their own problem, and that you are there to show them the doorway. Hit like if you liked it, subs if you loved it. Also, let me know what I can do to improve.